Well, North Korea's recent ICBM test marks a new threat for the United States. But just how big of a threat is it? Let's put this into perspective. First, take a look at where their Scud missiles can reach. And then their medium-range missiles, which would include the rest of Asia, as you can see. And finally, the possibility of an ICBM capability, you see it reaching into the United States as well into Europe. So is our government actually prepared? Here to weigh in, U.S. Army veteran and president of Impact America, David Bellavia. David, let's walk over here and take a look at this map. So you understand a lot about the threat we face from North Korea. You've served in Iraq as well, but you run an organization called Impact America. First of all, talk about these concentric circles and maybe what defenses we might actually have against it.
Well, anything that's short range to intermediate, the number one defense that we have are these destroyers. These are counter-battery destroyers. They are the Burke class of destroyer. USS
so Navy
Cole.
Vessels.
Navy vessels. USS Cole is the Fitzgerald that just got in that accident. That is part of that class. These guys are knocking out the three-stage warhead, and they're going to knock it out post-boost and as it's entering the atmosphere.
As it's coming back down.
As it's coming back down. And it's going to, and now the THAAD that we talk so much about.
That's a second system, a THAAD system.
And that's what's on the ground in South Korea. That is only for the terminal phase. When it's coming in. So that's going to be the third phase. But when you look at what we're looking at here.
When you look at ICBMs and you look at this red line.
Well, that's pretty telling, isn't it? I mean, that's the majority of the modern Western world right there. Now, there's two problems with ICBMs. When they land, they cause a lot of problems. The other thing is when they detonate in the air, they can totally kill our electric grid.
So talk to me about that. So if you look at, we've talked a lot about Alaska, which is the one that we've heard the most news about it being closest to, but we're looking at the continental United States, and you mentioned detonation in the atmosphere. Some people don't really understand the effect of an EMP. What would that do?
Well, it's a phenomenon that when a warhead explodes in the air, this can also happen with the solar storm. What happens is that massive explosion